Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Not So Morning Show. It's me, Scotty D. I'm hanging out in the Detroit metropolitan area. We've got Danny Black with his aloha hat on.
Yeah, it's the Hawaiian word for hello and goodbye.
It's hello and goodbye. All right, aloha.
Aloha.
What do you mean, hi or goodbye?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. On this show, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Jonathan Creek.
It doesn't matter what it is. Hey. Creaky.
Podcast.
So here.
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, that's true.
The show started already.
I know.
Just so you know,
I
Scott.
know. I was popping the chat out so that I could see the chat.
So you're supposed to do before.
Lay off me. It doesn't do it because I can't do it before we go live. Like on YouTube, I can't do it until we go live.
That is true. That's
See?
a good point.
So back up off me. Mark Ensby, the podcasts are so fun to listen to. Yes, they are. Speaking of podcasts, everybody, this show called the Not So Morning Show, and I'll explain what the Not So Morning Show is here in a minute. I'm going to ad-lib a little bit. But this podcast is available on all your podcasting apps, your favorite podcasting apps. Just go find Not So Morning Show, or is it the Not So Morning Show on podcasting?
That's
I think it's
Mark
just Not
Ensby.
So Morning Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ensby, is it just Not So Morning Show? I think it's just Not So Morning Show because I found it the other day on iTunes or on the podcasting app for Apple. Why do I got to change everything, Apple? Come on. Anyway, so you can listen to the podcast after the fact. It'll be available for your listening enjoyment in your commute or whatever the case may be. Maybe you want to listen to our beautiful voices as you fall into a deep, deep sleep. You can do that as well. So the Not So Morning Show. The reason that it's called the Not So Morning Show is because it's technically not morning everywhere. It is now morning where Danny is. Originally, we weren't even going to be doing it like early in the morning, but
For
now
me,
it's,
still 9 o'clock was
7:30?
9 o'clock was still early. Now it's 7. Well,
I know, dude.
We
Same for
try.
me. I
We
don't
try
wanna
for
get up.
7. We try for 7, but we always end up at
I know.
7:30.
Yeah, it's always 7:30.
So we just say 7.
So I wouldn't want to get up that early either, Danny. Like you've told me before, hey, do you want to be on like my really late night ones? And you're like, you have to get up I think I'd have to get up at 5 to be available at 6 a.m.
No.
What do you want me to do? Just roll out of bed?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I know. We see what you look like in the morning. It's not good. So
I don't get good sleep.
it'd be interesting to see how this show will progress in the future, and like maybe.
Whoa!
What are you doing?
Whoa!
Whoa!
I don't know. I was trying to see. Do I want to be cold or do I want to be warm?
Yeah.
Should put a poll in the chat. Cold or
should.
warm for Scott?
Okay, let's do it.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna put it in there anyways. So if you're watching,
That's funny.
If you're listening in the podcast,
Yeah,
Scott
that's
just
what-
changed his
that's
video because we're live on YouTube. And
Right.
does Scott want to be cold? Is that what I ask? Want to be cold or?
Do you want Scott's his light to be cold or warm? Here's cold. For those of you on the podcast, I just turned like kind of more whited bluish in light, kind of like a CSI or a NCIS. They got that kind of blue light. Or am I warm? Look at he's so warm.
There we go.
Warm's more of like an
can vote.
orangey color.
We'll have a look.
Go ahead and vote.
We'll have a look later.
Yeah. So the podcast, I already reminded you guys about that. Do me a favor too, subscribe to the channel, and then if you'd like, share it with your friends and family, especially people you don't like. Share it with them.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
And today, go ahead. What were you going to say, Danny?
I think you're about to say the same thing I was going to say. Today, Twitter
About what we're going to do today?
Oh no, but we're also on Twitter.
Oh, no.
You started a Twitter account for it so that if people have Twitter
did.
like Joe and stuff, you can tweet stuff to us.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at that in the show as well. I think
Yeah,
you can
follow
hashtag,
it because
we have the hashtag. What is it? Not so hashtag.
Not so hashtag.
Not
yeah.
so hashtag. And
the Twitter is not so it's
NSM show.
show. Yeah,
It's tricky.
because you couldn't do. I originally was going to do the Not So Morning Show, But when I typed it out, it was too many letters.
Well, you
wouldn't
could
let
have
me do it.
taken
So
away
it ended up making it. I think I did Not So Morning Show, and it wouldn't let me do it. Is that 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, space. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, it's 16 letters. You can only do 15. So it took the O and the W off of show and turned it into 1. So it was like Not So Morning 1.
Not So Morning
And I was like, no.
Yeah.
So I fixed that. So if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can do that. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to say we're going to be super active on Twitter necessarily, but we might post some clips and
I think we'll get there. We'll get there
fun.
eventually. We'll get there eventually. It'll be a fun place to be able to share things. Just wanted to shout out some people in the chat. Cheryl Donnelly, looking hot as ever. That's Scotty D's.
Hey,
Linka,
my wife,
and Tim Ariskog, Mark Insby, Jonathan Creek, BP Fishing. Let us know. He said that you followed him at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, dude.
And so you were up getting stuff done last night, which is great. That's what I was doing. Jamie Walker's there. Decided to post a link to nothing. www.www.www.www. I don't. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that. And Jesse Mendez. Hey, thank you for popping in this morning. And check out that poll. We'll check out the results later. But Hip Hoop Hooray is also here. We wanted to say hi to the people in the chat early. And what's the show about today, Scotty D?
Uh-oh. She's saying that my Twitter, I think Mark's Twitter handle is wrong. Oh, Cheryl, come on. Don't do that while I'm on the air. Honey, this is a professional thing we got going here. Dang it. Anyway, so far we've got Cold is in the lead, so I'm putting it to Cold for right now.
Is it?
And everybody can decide what they want to do. Yeah, it's 3-2.
Cold's good. I'm excited for you to get lights behind you on the shelves.
All the stuff you were telling me, though, I was like, oh my gosh, this is too much crap. I'm not going to be able to do all of it. Yeah, Cheryl's like texting me during the show. Honey, come on. This is a professional establishment we got here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn off my Wi-Fi.
So coming up on the show today,
yeah,
we're gonna do this thing. Danny wants to talk to each other about things that made us laugh. So we're gonna do that.
That's not how you're supposed to introduce that, but yeah, go ahead.
How do I say it?
Hey, Danny, what made you laugh?
What do I say?
What made you laugh today?
Okay, so yeah, but that's what we're gonna do.
Oh, okay.
And then I got a couple of clips that we're gonna watch, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And some things that made us laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And then who knows what's gonna happen after that? Do you know?
I got some really good things ready.
Oh, you got conspiracies. I forgot.
Conspiracy theory.
Today's conspiracy day.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah, you should have conspiracies. Shouldn't it be like that?
I tried.
I almost want to talk about. Yeah, I almost want to talk about sports just so you can do it.
Oh yeah, sports.
What do you think?
I think we
can
talk
about sports.
Yeah, let's talk about sports.
This is for all of our Australian
and
fans.
English.
They say sport. They call it sport.
It's sports.
And then we call it sports. Sports. Yeah, all my teams are bad right now. It's not fun. So that's your little update on sports. I don't know anything else that's going on in the sporting world.
Well, we love sports. There was our sports segment.
Yes.
Should we check in on the weather before we go further?
Yeah, we should.
Right,
you know what? Let's just do something random today.
Okay. Around the world and into your hands. Oh. Wherever you're watching this. It is the Not So Weather
Channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's check. How about Fairbanks, Alaska? Let's get a look in, see what's going on in Fairbanks, Alaska.
Yeah.
Snowing. Or
this is a live camera of Fairbanks, Alaska. What's the weather like? Oh, winter
27.
weather advisory until May.
I don't even know if it'll be completely thawed by May. Might be crazy.
That's cold, huh? But that's below 0 Celsius, by the way, for anyone that's on the metric system.
Yeah, it's very cold.
Which is everybody except USA.
Yeah, USA. Hey, by the way,
yeah.
I'm gonna read a comment from the chat, and you might want to get ready for this.
Okay.
Has there been a worse city than Detroit in Major League sport?
Yeah.
You're supposed to play the sport thing.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I didn't realize you were setting me up for that. I thought you were actually asking me something.
I was, just so you could play it.
Okay, sorry.
Oh my gosh. No, Cleveland's pretty bad. Detroit has had championships. The Red Wings won in 97, 98, 2002, 2008, the Stanley Cup. The Lions have never won anything. The Tigers won in 1984. And the Pistons, they won when you were here, didn't they? A couple of times?
Yeah. They
In the
beat LA,
2000s?
they beat Kobe, they beat Shaq. That was like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, it was.
And
They beat
but I was reading that
the
comment.
Spurs too one time. I
Detroit
think.
in Major League Sport. And to be honest, the way that it's written, it sounds official. It sounds believable
I know.
without the S at the end.
But it's Major League Sports.
Sorry, I still delayed even then too.
We should have read
I should
Emma's
make one.
comment.
Legos.
Yeah, exactly. We should have read Emma's comment because she's asking, like in Fairbanks, like that, does everything have to shut down until the summer? She said, no.
That's a good question. You know, I'm gonna fly there, and I'm gonna do a news report. I'm gonna live news report sometime.
From Fairbanks?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is if I had a green screen.
Man, that was a long pause, Danny. What the heck?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What happened? Are you there?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
No, there was a really long pause.
Oh, sorry.
I have no idea.
Okay, go for it. Next thing.
Next thing. Hey, Danny, is there
What?
anything that made you laugh today?
Let me think. I'm not sure, but I thought this was pretty funny. Okay.
Okay.
If we if we can't send Christmas cards out like this, then you don't deserve me. I'm sorry, that's the next one.
World? That's sick, dude. What are you doing? They're so tan too. Look at how tan they look. Even in a black and white photo, they're so tan.
They're bronze. Yeah, they do look. They
and that
do look
haircut.
Like they're from California.
That guy's haircut. No, those look like
they look like they're from
that
Slovakia.
looks like Australia.
Slovakia.
Yeah, that's true. They could be from a place like Slovakia. That's true.
I laughed so hard. I was crying at this one. I was just like, oh my gosh, that was too funny. Like, what the heck? Anyways, Scott, let me ask you, what made you laugh today?
Well, Ryan Reynolds, even though I don't think this is necessarily that funny, he just makes me laugh all the time. He put up this video, I think it was today. It's only like 17 seconds. But he just makes me laugh. Look at that mustache he's got too for Movember. Isn't that what they do? That you don't know.
Does drinking aviation gin make you feel like a superhero? I wouldn't know.
Oh, that's funny.
It's for his gin company. He's got a gin company called Aviation Gin. So yeah.
Oh,
that made me laugh. I just think he's funny. Everything he does, I think.
You get it. You get the mustache thing, right? That's like from Superman.
Yeah. Right.
The Justice League or whatever. When they.
Yes, because it was really bad. They did a bad job of covering it up, because he was going to be in the Mission Impossible movie, and he had a mustache in that Mission Impossible movie, and he couldn't shave it for Justice League. Yeah, pretty bad.
It was actually, it wasn't.
It was like wavy.
I think the fact that
and
they should have
weird.
never even let that information go that happened, because a lot of people probably would have never noticed it, but because you knew it, you're looking for it, and it's just like, ooh, that's weird. That's weird. By the way, what's up, Lincoln Riddle? Lincoln Riddle, the star of Pennsylvania,
Flaming Hot Cheetos
is in the chat.
Love Flaming Hot Cheetos. You know, anything that you can get a nice burn on the way in and a burn on the way out, that's always good.
I heard something about, does that mean that your area down there
spicy bung, spicy
taste
bunghole
buds
on
has
the way
taste
out.
buds?
No, it's just very. Oh, why are we going here? But I'm going to do it anyway. Your butthole in that area is it's a very sensitive area, and it's like, have you heard of these stupid kids who like bong alcohol up their buttholes?
Yeah, I've heard of them. I'm not one of them.
I've never done it either, obviously. But it's very dangerous because that area down there, like, it really just sucks everything. It somehow takes the alcohol and shoots it into your body a lot easier. So I think the moral of the story is just don't put things in your butt.
I like that we have to have a moral to that story. That's the best part.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, now you know. Do. Where's this? Come on, Daddy. You make everything else.
I know.
Why don't
I'm
make
setting
that?
you up for all these little things.
Go ahead,
gosh.
ask me another one.
Okay, Danny, is there anything else that made you laugh today?
Yeah, one thing. I saw this. As a musician, this made me laugh. Hey, Dad.
hard
Hey,
to read.
Dad. That's all right. It says, like this song,
Like this song,
Dad.
Dad?
And
Yeah.
he says, I prefer alternative music like Nirvana or Pearl Jam or Weezer. And he goes, you mean classic rock? And he says,
Oh.
no, rock would be Led Zeppelin, The Doors, Grateful Dead. He said, you mean oldies? And he says, no, oldies would be like Monkeys, The Birds, The Turtles. That isn't music. Those are animals, Dad. Haha.
Ba-ba-ba-da.
Yeah, that made me laugh. As a musician, I think that's kind of funny because you know we're apparently do you know the kids are saying boomers, right? We're boomers. Anybody that's not even a boomer,
Yeah,
like
that
anybody
whole
that's
thing
just old is boomers.
It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, we're boomers. If you're
Boomers
old,
are really old, dude.
yeah, they're
Boomers are like my parents.
yeah. And shout out to Scott's parents who are really old apparently.
Jamie Walker's like, okay, boomer.
Yeah. See,
I looked it up the other day because I was kind of like, why is everybody saying okay, boomer? Which makes me realize that I'm old because I didn't know what okay, boomer was all about. But yeah, that's sad. Boomers are kangaroo. Why are you playing Happy Days?
because we're
I'm
boomers.
Gen X also, Funky Miller. Danny, are you technically Gen X?
No, I think I'm Gen Y.
When were you, what year were you born?
I was Generation Next, Pepsi generation.
I thought like the 1980s you were still Gen X. Weren't you born in the 80s?
No, but you should look that up. That's interesting. But before I do that, let me ask you,
You were
Scott.
born in the 80s. What are you talking about?
I was born in the 80s. I said that, yeah. But
Yeah.
but there's I think it was 81 was the cutoff date, and I was 82 at the end of 82.
Okay. I'm looking right now. Oh, you're
Funky
right.
Miller.
1961 to 1981. Holy crap, Danny.
Because I
You're
remember
not
being like,
Generation X.
I'm not Generation X. I want to be in Generation X. You know, like I was just mad about it. I was mad.
So you're a
for long time
millennial.
in my life.
Oh my gosh.
Christmas comes
Yep, sorry.
in the
You're a
middle of
millennial.
hot summer, so
What are you playing?
Sorry, Funky Miller sent something here, and I was having a look, and I know what it is now. Boom! It's about boomers. If since we're on the topic of boomers, it's this
Okay.
is a Christmas song for Australia.
White boomers
when
sung by
Santa Claus
Rolf
delivers
Harris.
his presents, he's not taken round by reindeer because
I'm not gonna play it. It's just it goes like 6 white boomers, snow white boomers, and then I don't know how it goes after that. It's a
Okay.
Christmas song I hear. Okay.
Okay.
So
Are you
this is
gonna
what
ask
made
me
you.
if anything made
so-
me laugh?
What made you laugh today? Today.
It's this thing from a Scottish TV show. By the way, I'm going to just point this out right at the beginning. This whole sketch is a complete ripoff of Monty Python. So just if you're a Monty Python fan and you're like, I've seen this before, the funny part about it is I'm Scottish, okay, half Scottish. My dad's from Scotland. So the way they speak and the things that they say are funny. There are on the bottom there's closed caption for you so you can understand what the heck they're saying. So go ahead.
Yep. Okay.
Lincoln has been working with AccuWeather.
I'm
He
saving
can
that
do
for
weather
later.
reports for you. That's true. Okay.
That's good.
Well,
We
you
should-
highlighted it, so I'm like sitting here
Yeah,
watching
for
you.
later.
Hi, hon.
Hiya.
How's your new job going?
Aye, good. Brilliant, actually. Who would have thought it, eh? A boy like me would end up an accountant.
What do you mean a boy like you?
Well, I'm as rough and as working class as they come. Like, I made it out of poverty.
Mate, you're nowhere near as rough as me.
I grew up in a scheme. I've seen things that would mess yous up.
Aye. Like what? I've seen folk getting stabbed.
That is child's play, man. I seen my own uncle getting his head blown off at point blank range.
Well, my uncle's Paul Ferris, the godfather of Glasgow, so
The Godfather of Glasgow. My granddad used to run the Sicilian mafia before we moved here, and the film The Godfather is based on his life.
Godfather. Nah, I've never
There's
seen
an
that
F-bomb
film,
in
but
here at
then
some
again,
point,
we
by the
couldn't
way.
afford a telly growing up. We just
Language
used to
warning.
sit in the living room watching the windy. That was your telly.
To have a living room, eh? My full family of 12 just lived in one wee bedroom and we all slept in a bed made of rusty scaffolding poles.
They just
Aye,
keep trying to
but
one-up
at
each other.
least
Is that
that
what?
one room
Yeah.
was in a nice area.
I grew up in Govan.
Ooh, Govan. Mate, that's the west end of the south side. Mate, try growing up in East Kilbride.
East Kilbride. My dad used to drive me through there and say, "This is how the other half live, hen."
Drive? What, your dad had a motor?
No, hold on. You had a dad? I dropped out of primary school to provide for my family when my dad died of the plague.
Listen, I grew up in Kilmarnock, right?
How long is this?
That's it. That's it.
Aye, that's pretty bad. Can't compete with
It's
that.
funny. It's funny because my dad's from Kilmarnock, Scotland.
Ah.
So
Well, that's good because I asked what made you laugh, not what made everybody else laugh, because that probably wouldn't be the same answer.
come on.
It reminds
Those
me of
Scottish
that.
people talking. That's
There was
hilarious.
a really funny SNL sketch where they're flying and they're having engine problems, or what was happening?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I think you saw that one where they're trying to get to talk to people
yeah,
in Scotland, and they're like, "Oh, he's like what?"
Yeah.
They're freaking out. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
For
how are you
some
doing?
reason, your screen has just gone completely crazy. Is it doing that on YouTube? No, it came
No.
back. Okay. Just want
Just
to make
you.
sure.
It's all good.
So yeah, not funny to other people, but hilarious to me. Thank you for playing it. I love it. It's funny.
I love it. I love it.
Uh,
I
all
love
right.
it. Just looking in the chat. Scotty tip.
Emma wants you to
They
play
don't
that
suffer.
song for me, but
Yeah, she can come in and sing it. I don't want to play it. I don't know. Just come and sing it.
oh, that's funny. So
wait,
are you gonna talk about Lincoln being a meteorologist?
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. We should talk to. He should be our correspondent, the weather correspondent.
That would
He's
be
already
fun.
he's already a professional weather correspondent. But I think it's time for America's favorite segment.
What is that?
It's reading the comments.
Oh, America's
yesterday's stream.
favorite. Yay!
Gosh, dang it! I couldn't.
I couldn't get to the thing on time.
I was sitting wrong.
Oh,
All right. If you don't know what this is, this is a segment called "Reading the Comments" from yesterday's stream, where we.
And I haven't
go
seen
through-
any of these.
You haven't seen. I mean,
It's
you
a
could.
surprise.
When
I
we
know,
do
I
a
just didn't
stream
look.
after the fact, if you leave a comment, we'll read it on the next stream, and we'll have you can write whatever you want, and we'll read it. We'll read it. You know, if this ever gets really
A
popular,
show.
this is going to be a very long show. So
All right, let's see
make
it.
sure you do that. All right, so we got Xander round here, 17 hours here.
Uh-huh.
So it's Scott's camera.
Uh-huh.
If I'm going down, I'm taking the whole stream with me.
Scott's camera. If I'm going down, I'm taking the whole stream with me.
And if you don't know what that reference is, it's because Scott's camera started blinking, the battery was going out, and we basically just stopped the stream and just did nothing for about 20 minutes, waiting for his battery to die. So it was a riveting end to the
didn't.
show yesterday.
We had to.
And it
we had
didn't.
to end the show before it died.
Yeah, we ended the show before it died, and we talked for another like 20 minutes until it died. So
dumb.
if it happens again, no problem. All right,
No,
so thanks
that's
for
not
the
gonna
comment,
happen this time.
Xander Round. You get
Yeah, thanks, Xander.
a thumbs up.
Okay, here we got. What's this
Walker
one?
says, I have had that "Let's Get Physical" song stuck in my head all day just because I think we played
Why
that.
is that, Danny? Why is that? Is it because of an
because-
impeachment hearing?
Because of this. But it's not time for that segment yet. But
Yeah, okay.
I love that. I love that one. That's funny. That song does get
It's funny
stuck in
that
your
he's
head.
had that in his head. It does. Let me hear your body talk.
And a
Your
new subscriber
body
to the show,
talk.
by the way, Glenn.
Glenn!
McLeese 2. So glad to
He
see my
went to
brother
school with
Scotty
me.
D
He was in my-
back on the air.
He was in
So
my
he's not
my
really
class
your
in high
brother.
school.
Not really your
No.
brother then. Huh? Okay.
No, Glenn, thanks, man. Appreciate
So it means
that.
that more in a brother. Yeah.
Yeah, like we knew each other. He's my brother. Hey, what up, brother? Danny, what
Mosquitoes.
is going on, man? Do you need like some kind of like?
Mosquitoes? I'm getting beaten.
Danny's losing his mind in there.
Eaten. Okay, next one here.
Eaten.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
what did Tim say? Tim said something bad here.
No, this is a Joe.
All right, no.
about?
Sorry, in the chat because I saw.
Come on, stick with the program
All right,
here.
never
Come
mind.
on, let's go.
All right, wasn't able to. This is Ajo, by the way. Ajo, I think Ajo should be dubbed like. Okay, we dubbed Derek the mayor of YouTube. What's some like Canadian authorities like besides the Prime Minister? They have mayors there too, don't they?
I don't know.
I want him. He needs to be.
I don't know. I'm just making stuff
the
up.
constable of YouTube. So Ajo, go check out his channel. Wasn't able to keep up in the live. Yeah, that's right. It was his birthday, and he was having drinks.
Yeah, because he was having a drink. Yep.
What was that drink he was having? He was having Canadian Club. Of course, because he's Canadian. But playing with my coffee this morning while getting ready. Okay, I need the traffic and weather though, and it's from yesterday. So he was watching the next day.
And then he
needs
had
the traffic
a beer
and
after
weather.
his drink, by the way.
Yes,
he had a
did.
Sleeman's. There you go.
Sleeman's, not Molson.
See how I just pulled that out
Thanks.
of nowhere? I remember.
Thanks for that comment. Okay.
Yeah,
and
thank you, Joe.
Mark said, who doesn't love hump day? Because yesterday was Wednesday. Technically, it's still hump day for Scott.
No, it's Wednesday here. It's hump day.
I know. We're in the future.
Hey,
man.
you know what
This
day it
the future.
is?
I realized that I put, camel.
Hump day.
I put a camel and said it's, camel day. And we didn't talk anything about it being hump day on the show. And I think even on this one, it says in the future. And I don't think we're talking anything about the future. So this is how we roll on this show.
Yeah. Thanks, Mark.
And Simply Beth, by the way, Mark will be on next week. So that's going to be exciting. Simply Beth says, sorry for dipping out so early. Came back for a little more. So she had to go, but she came back to re-listen and watch the made a comment.
Thanks,
so she
Simply
could be
Beth.
featured on this. So that's reading the comments.
From yesterday's stream.
Whoa. Holy cow.
What?
Jeez. No, that just was scary when the demon shows up.
He runs the
so-
show.
He does. So, Danny, I don't know if anybody even cares about this, and I don't even know if this is where you want to go next, but I'm going to do it anyway.
We do whatever we want, man. It's nice that there's actually
Does
people in the
anybody
chat.
care-
That's nice.
I know. Does anybody care about the Bad Boys movies with Will Smith and what was the other guy's name? Does anybody know that guy's name?
Martin
Lawrence. Does anybody care about those? Because if you do, there's a new Bad Boys movie coming out. There was a Bad Boys 1, there's a Bad Boys 2, and now this one's called Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah. Tell us about it. Ooh, that was
I don't know anything
professional.
about it. I'm
That
going
was
to watch
almost
it
a
just
little
like
bit
you.
too- Oh, you haven't even
I
seen
know. No, I haven't even watched it.
it? Okay, let's have a look.
I just saw it pop up. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh!
You lost your damn mind. Even the Batmobile don't hold the road like this bitch.
This is just the same. Isn't the same previews for 1 and 2?
Batman, Mike. Buzz.
Oh, there's a bus!
Get me the fuck out of this car.
Whoa.
Oh, what is this? This is the red trailer, apparently.
Mike, we got more time behind.
It's the Will
us than
Smith
in
trailer.
front. Man, please. I'm gonna be running
Yeah.
down criminals till I'm 100.
Hey, there's a YouTuber in this movie.
Will Smith doesn't rap in his records to sell records or whatever. Will Smith doesn't swear in his raps.
It's time we be good men.
He swears in his movies, though.
Yeah.
Who the
I do like
fuck
this
wants
song,
to
by
sing
the way.
that?
Bad Boys for Life. Oh, come on, man!
Mike, I'm putting you on a new team. You're working with Ammo now.
Oh, jeez.
Cat, Ammo is
This is
a
the bad
high
guy from
school
The
musical
Matrix.
boy band with guns.
Yeah.
You look great, Grandpa.
So you're that guy.
There's always one.
Right up till there's not.
That's what I
Yeah.
like. Teamwork.
Yeah, for steak. He sold out all the guys for steak in Matrix.
Marcus,
Will
somebody's
Smith.
trying to kill me.
Was that a guy?
I don't trust a person that don't want to kill him. Hell, put my name up there. Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
We got it, Marcus.
you
Appreciate
know. Haha.
All right.
This looks stupid.
it. But family is
Is this almost done? This is dumb.
That's a long trailer. I don't know.
It is. What is that, 12 minutes?
I always want to know what they do. Like, look at his glasses. You can't see the camera.
I know.
I'm always like, how do they key that out?
How do they do that?
Where's the camera?
Wow.
Where's his camera? He should be vlogging this.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Will
this
Smith.
is just a vlog, by the way.
Yeah, this is actually
nobody
on
knew
Will
this,
Smith's
but
channel.
this is a vlog.
Dude, he's got 7
Yeah.
million now. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tweet this. I'm gonna send this to Will Smith and be like, "Hey, we talked about you today."
Yeah, tell him we
And
pumped
maybe
up
he-
your
maybe he'll
your
tweet-
stupid movie, man.
We pumped it up. No, we didn't. I would see it. It's I saw 1 and 2 back, you know, when I was a kid, when I was just a kid.
I don't even know if I saw 2.
2 is good. But I don't know. I don't know if Martin Lawrence can handle it anymore. You know, he's like, I don't think he's got the chops. So
He doesn't look as healthy as Will Smith. Let's just say that. He's
Yeah,
old. I mean, he's older. He's older.
yeah,
I mean, Will Smith's getting old too. Let's be real. But Will Smith, like, because he's in Scientology, he probably takes some kind of special serum to keep him young.
is
I don't
he
know if
Will
Martin
Smith's in
Lawrence is.
Scientology?
Yeah, yeah.
How'd they do that? How'd they get rid of the camera? See, a lot of
Look at
times
those
now,
palm trees.
it's like they're bringing back movies because they have the technology to make like these cool effects, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? I wish we had that effect back when we shot Bad Boys 1 and 2. So let's bring it back." And then they do all the effects that you see in every other movie.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I think.
I like that Tim retracted one of his messages. That makes me think it was probably really good. The fact that he got rid of
Dang it, we missed it. Yeah, in the chat.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
that
if-
was
by the
something
way-
that I saw today, and I was like, I wonder if that's good. But I didn't. I don't know.
If you are watching in the chat, if you're watching live, if you type the @ button and then Not So Morning Show, we'll be able to see your comments a little better if you have a direct question or want to make something noticeable by us. That's for sure. How's your poll going? I'm gonna say
Now
I like
the
you
whole
better.
thing is just going to be.
I'm gonna say cold.
I think that's how many. Oh, is it tied? No, I can't see it. No.
3,000 votes.
3,000
For
votes to
cold.
1,000 votes. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. So straw poll actually they upscale it like YouTube. You know they round it up to the nearest 1,000. So that's
Yeah.
why it says 3 votes, but it's really 3,000 votes. If you want to
That's
participate
awesome,
in the
dude.
straw, it hasn't. We'll see. I'm gonna throw that poll there. What's up, Gina? Gina Walters. We talked about her being on the show
Hey,
tomorrow, but
Gina.
she can't. But we might have her on. We're talking about next week, Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Gina, the celebrity guest host. That'll be cool. So
I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to laugh when you say celebrity guest host because Gina is a celebrity. I don't know why it just made me laugh.
yeah, that was mean.
Next week for sure. Sorry, Gina. You are a celebrity. You
She's a
know
celeb.
you are.
You know.
Danny.
Yeah.
Danny.
What's up?
So I think we're at that point. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we're not. Do you have something that you want to share with us today? I know you're really into this stuff. I don't know if it's time. Is it time?
It's not time yet. I'm gonna save it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna save it
Okay.
for a little bit because I need to do some more research on it right now.
What?
I'm just kidding.
You're not ready for it?
Of course, I'm ready for it. I'm always ready.
Okay, man. Let's
Except-
hear it.
except
What
I'm
do you,
trying
what
to
do you
find
want to
images.
talk about today? Okay, you're trying to
All
find
right.
images. Okay.
Yeah. Except
You want
for
to take a break and come back? Why don't you take
Yeah.
a break and come back?
Let's take a break and come back. That's a good idea.
Yeah, so this actually isn't an ad. This is just a spot where an ad would go. So I just wanted to say, if you have a channel that you would like to promote, maybe you're selling some product or you're an ambassador to something, this is a good spot in the show where we'd put an ad like
Hey,
yours.
get
to make
on
it
the
30
road,
seconds, a 1-minute video. Send it in. Details are in the description. And as this show grows,
Hey,
it's going to be
go back,
fun.
go
See how it
back,
goes.
go
So, I mean, right now, we're just doing this for fun. So
Put another shrimp on the barbie.
Send us some stuff. We'll throw your ad break out. It'll be really funny in the future. Back to the show.
Huh? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back. By the way, if you ever want to make an ad, I promise you I won't let Scott make fart sounds when you make the ad. And if you do want to make an ad,
I'm surprised there was
I
some
want
guy
Gina to make
yelling
an
at
ad.
you on the street.
He was.
There was a
He
guy
was
yelling
complaining.
at you. It's crazy.
Oh, so when I finish editing Jack's Terror Slide video, I'll cut it up and an ad for it. Oh, sweet. Funky Miller will do that. There's links in the description if you want to do that. I think I put our new Gmail address too, which is notsomorningshow@gmail.com. We are getting efficient.
Yeah.
We have a Gmail. You know what we don't have is Facebook, and I think that we're not going to have a Facebook ever until
Really?
later.
Okay.
Ever until later.
Wow. Ever until later. Oh,
Okay.
Danny, you got me all discombobulated today. I don't know why.
I know why.
Why?
I don't.
Why are you pausing so long when I ask you questions? Is it that much of a delay between us?
No, I'm just trying to think of what to say. No, let's not read the comments. We already did that.
The heck?
All right, so
plus there was supposed to be some kind of surprise you're going to do for me. I don't know what's happening, Danny. I feel lost.
I'm waiting for the right thing. It's tough. It's
Oh my gosh. What do I have
You're
to
supposed to
say to get you to do it? Do I do something?
not-
You want to say a certain word?
No,
What
you'll
is
know when it happens. You'll know.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
You'll
I know
know
you're,
when it
you're-
happens.
You're worried about that.
I'm not worried about it. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to happen.
That's true.
Oh, Danny. Come on, man. What do you want to talk about?
All right, hold on
Hey,
a second.
Danny, what personal thing happened to you today? Anything personal happened to you in the half hour that you've been awake before the show?
No, that's not going to make it happen. But I
Oh,
can tell you this.
okay.
I can tell you this.
Okay.
Let's cut. We'll do this one. We'll do this one then. Hold on.
That freaking music is back. Ah!
Yes. Let's talk about conspiracies. I know people want me to talk about Epstein. Epstein.
Why? Why? He didn't
He's
kill
not.
himself.
He didn't kill himself. Epstein didn't kill himself.
He definitely
gonna
didn't
talk
kill
about-
himself.
I'm going to talk about something far more interesting.
Yeah.
Hard drive space.
Hard drive space?
I believe that the big tech companies make you think that you have a certain limit to your hard drive storage, when in fact, there is no limit. And the whole time, when they upgrade and give new storage, they're just allowing a little bit more and a little bit more. And it started way back when. Because if you think about it, why would there ever be a limit to storage space? And how could they keep making it bigger and making the storage area smaller? Think about that. It's a conspiracy. Shoot, I think they're here. The government's here. They're gonna get me. I've cracked it! I've cracked it! Ah!
Can you
I'm back.
play the thing where it says we're all stupider now for...
Yes.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
What
But
in the
it's
heck
true.
is going
It's
on?
True. And the reason I think that it's a conspiracy, okay, is because, and I think I might have talked about it way back when the show was unlisted, but what happened was, okay, I had a
What
I
had
have a
happened
drone.
was-
listen, I have a
Uh-huh.
drone, and I was shooting stuff with it, and I didn't reformat it, but I'd delete it so I'd save room for it. I had it all on my computer, and I accidentally lost the footage on my computer, and so I downloaded a program, was able to put my little hard drive in there, and it found all the footage that I deleted, way more than that card would have ever allowed. So how is it letting me do that? So it's a conspiracy. Crap, my dad makes me watch this in the chat. So that's awesome.
Who is
So-
crap? My dad makes me watch. I love that.
But think about that. Isn't that weird? Wouldn't that be interesting? Like everyone's like, I got to get the new 2 terabyte thing, but you've always had 2 terabyte. You have infinity amount of hard drive space. That's what I believe.
Huh. Okay.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
That was just for you.
It was a combination. That was
This
good.
would
It
have
was
been
conspiracies.
this would have been a better one for it.
Okay.
That's what I was waiting for.
That's funny. I think
yes.
Cheryl actually put that as I can't see it. It's too small. The
It's a
the
square.
image, but
Is
did-
what it was. What it came
Yeah,
up
she
for me.
did. She did mind blown too. There you go. See that on
Oh.
in the chat? She put mind blown.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hard drive space totally fabricated by the government and JB Hi-Fi to sell hard drives. It makes sense. Conspiracy will never need more than 640. No,
K.
what is that? K.
Yeah, it's K.
What is the K?
Kilobytes.
Kilobytes. Thank you. I was like kilohertz. No, that's not right.
No.
Video Colin Show. What's up? Check out Video Colin Show. I think your show is a little bit later. Yeah.
Yeah, it is later at night.
Who's?
You know what I'd like to know is people in the chat. Tell us like the smallest amount of hard drive space you ever had on a computer you bought. I had a Mac.
Oh, we're going back.
LC2. I have to check what the specs were on that because it was a very small amount of space. Mac LC2, is that how it goes? Yeah. Here we go. Let's see. It had 2 megabytes of RAM, 1.44 megabyte disk drive, and 40 megabytes of storage. 40 or 80 on the hard drive, megabytes.
That's it right
How do
there.
you like that? Yeah, I got to see. I'm on a different page. Let me see. Yeah, that was it. Isn't that crazy how small that is? Like how little the amount of stuff was on it?
You know what kids these days will never appreciate? The good old Tetris on the old computers.
No.
Just hours and hours of Tetris. They'll never kids in the future. Kids in the future will never be able to pack the cars to the brim like I can.
No.
Because of all that
No.
Tetris.
Not like
They're
us.
going to be like,
no.
oh,
They'll
can't get all
never
this
know
in there.
how to take. They'll never be able to understand how hard it was for George Costanza to move that Frogger across the street without losing
That's right.
his top score.
That's
There you
right.
go.
By the way, there's links in the description
IBM
if you want to know
clones.
more about what we're using. Actually, Scott, yours says coming soon about your gear, but we have links and
sorry.
stuff like that too. Oh, it's all good.
It's another thing I was supposed to do that I didn't do
It's
yesterday.
okay. I only
Gosh,
spent
dang
like
it.
7 hours on this stuff for today, but whatever. I'm getting Scott.
I'm sorry, Danny. I appreciate all that you do, man. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Oh, Minesweeper as well. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm going
I
back to
didn't
the
play
chat because
Minesweeper.
they're answering your question.
I didn't play that. Yeah.
Oh, I love Minesweeper.
I didn't play it. 13 gigabytes. That was pretty small too.
Yeah.
Cheryl
They're-
played Minesweeper apparently.
Commodore
640
64.
megabytes.
Three.
That's crap. My dad makes me watch. Favorite episode of Seinfeld was the Frogger episode apparently with
Yep.
George.
Yep.
And then it gets smashed by a car for crying out loud. Spoiler alert!
First computer.
If you haven't watched
Something
that,
about had 1 gigabit. Oh yeah, don't spoil Seinfeld, please. 1 gigabyte on his computer. I'm trying to remember mine. My first one was I got the 17-inch Mac, or just what was it? PowerBook. 17-inch PowerBook.
Yeah, I had one of those.
And I want to say it would have been like 512 megabytes or something like that. And I was doing video editing and stuff. It's just funny. That's why I think it's a huge conspiracy.
Do you remember that little closet that Brian Z set up for us with all that?
Yeah, I used to.
equipment and
I
video
worked
equipment?
in that. I was in the closet for a long time.
Danny was in the closet a long
time, and then I'm now wearing flamingo t-shirts. So congratulations to me. I came out.
Video call-in show says his I think wasn't it a Commodore VIC 20? VIC 20 didn't even have a hard drive. You stored everything on a cassette tape. How do you like that? See, so he's probably older like I am. He's got to at least be in his late 30s, early 40s.
If anybody's watching, even after the fact, if you're this far, I'd love to know in the chat or in the comments, where are you watching from? I'd love to know where in the world people are. I'd like to get to know the audience better.
Here's an idea for another one of your splash screens. Where in the world is everybody watching from?
It's just everybody. Where in the world is everybody from?
Where in the world is everybody watching from?
I can't spend any more time on splash screens. I've spent way too much time on splash screens. But we could do another,
Indianapolis. He's an hour behind me.
Indianapolis. Okay, that's where he's from. Video calling show. We should
Commodore 64.
He could be a celebrity guest host sometime. Detroit, Michigan,
should have him
Cheryl
on.
says.
Yes, she is from Detroit, Michigan. She's actually from right that way.
By the way, I want to shout out Funky Miller. By the way, Funky Miller is here. Usually he's watching when we do the later show, and he's watching during work. He's probably still at work this early. I know Drone Kings and Darwin's in Darwin. Tim Ariskog's down in
Why are people
Melbourne.
saying? Why are people saying recliner? What did I miss? Recliner, LOL.
Kitchen table. All right.
I know, kitchen table, recliner. What am I missing? Somebody explain this. Still at work.
You're just gonna get lost. You're just gonna get lost.
We get lost in the chat.
But,
by the way, everybody who's listening to the podcast, that's what's happening. We're getting lost in the chat. They're very entertaining. Oh, they're watching from the recliner.
The
I gotcha.
That's interesting. That was Stephen McLaughlin.
Cough, cough.
Guess who doesn't get a wrench? Steven's the only one that doesn't get a wrench, unless he's really nice.
Why? Does he do bad stuff when he's in here?
I don't know. I just don't know. Sometimes he's nice, and then sometimes he's mean, and I take his wrench away. So
really,
we just have fun with that.
Come on, Steven, don't be mean.
I know that there's a lot more things. I do want to talk about. I would like to talk about the Epstein is dead thing, or Epstein didn't kill himself thing. That was
okay.
It's kind of a big deal, I guess. I don't know. Should I?
Well, there's a news. Whoa.
Yeah, let's go to the news. You like that one?
Okay, so here's the deal. In the United States, there's a news. Well, it's technically ABC is like one of our network stations, not a cable station. So ABC has their news division, and apparently ABC News, like 3 years ago, knew everything about this Epstein guy. What a creep he was. I don't know if you don't know, Epstein
it's almost creepy enough for me to play music like this in the background, right? It's scary me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, he has an island. He had an island. I'm speaking like he's still alive. He had an island where he brought like really powerful people to basically do like the dirtiest sex crap they could think of with like young people. It wasn't like, I don't know if it was children, but it was definite pedophilia.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff going on.
Sex
and it was like
slaves,
really
right?
powerful people. Yeah. So he had this little island, and all these like politicians and really rich people would go to this place. Bill Clinton was one of the people that flew on this guy's jet many times. So anyway, he gets busted and he's in prison, and he tries to commit suicide one time. Wink, wink. And then like, I think a week later, he attempts suicide and is successful. Wink, wink. But then after this guy does an autopsy, he finds out that the bones that were broken in his neck were from being strangled to death. So some very rich and powerful people really did not want this guy to live. They wanted him to die immediately. So he did. And a lot of people think it was the Clintons, because the Clintons like to make people commit suicide. They have a reputation of people that know them commit suicide a lot. Anyway, so ABC News, this lady on ABC News, she had this story 3 years ago that was going to like blow the top off of this Epstein thing, and that Clinton was involved, Bill Clinton was involved, and all this stuff, and they buried it. And they didn't want it to come out.
The
prince from Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew.
Yeah, they wanted to be able to interview like Kate Middleton and all this stuff, and so they didn't bring it out because they didn't want to ruin their chances. Plus, at that time when all this stuff happened 3 years ago, Hillary Clinton just happened to be running for president in the United States of America.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Now there's all these people on just like random stuff. There was like somebody had like an "I can't believe it's not butter," and they were holding it up, and it says, "I can't believe Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself," or something like that. So people are putting that on everything, like as a joke.
Yeah.
They're saying it on news channels. People will be like at the scene of a crime or something, being interviewed, and they'll be like, "Oh, wait, I just want to say one more thing. I can't believe Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself," or something like that. Yeah, they say weird stuff, so it's pretty funny.
Although some people say that Epstein is still alive.
No.
And he's living in Olive, the RV. That's what Walker said. Olive is, if you follow this channel, my channel, Olive is the RV that is broken down in Sale,
This is so
Australia.
suspenseful.
Yeah, it's too suspenseful. I didn't realize. Yeah, wink, wink. You got to say that out loud for. You
You
I
have
don't
to
know.
make a dumb face when you do it too.
But
That's how you do it.
I'm glad that it's back. All right. I'm glad that it's back. That it's back in the news because it was a big deal, and it'd be nice to see some justice for like that's crazy. Like
We're never gonna know. We're never gonna know, dude. Never.
Things will come out.
There's too many powerful people. There's too many powerful people that were involved with this guy. We're never gonna find out. It's kind of like everything that's going on here in the United States with the impeachment. I don't know if we're ever gonna know the full truth. I don't know if we'll ever know.
No. Well,
the world may never know the truth. Ah!
It's like a
There you go.
Kennedy assassination. See, I want to get into that stuff with the conspiracy theory. I'm just not sure if anybody in the chat's ready for it yet, because I know a lot of stuff about it.
Do you think that there was more than one shooter, Danny?
There's two things that I think. One is that there's more than one shooter, and the other is that Jackie Kennedy is the one that did the fatal blow.
I like how the music stopped right there.
That was perfect.
That was so perfect the way the music stopped too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
My focus
somebody's
is
saying that your focus is all off. Is that true?
It's tough because when I focus it, I have to be up here. But it's like, when I'm back here, I can't reach it.
Now I did mine. Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
All right, that's
Okay,
maybe
that's
better. Okay, it's manual focus, That was really funny, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll get to that. I'll get to the JFK
we do
stuff
it like
another time.
Who does the manual focus all the time? What's his
Cody
name?
Warner.
You know who I'm talking about? Yeah, Cody.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cody Warner, who I don't really know.
Yeah. The states sure do love a good conspiracy. Steve McLaughlin says, life as Moe's. Yeah, he was the one that told me that my focus was up, but welcome to the channel.
Yeah.
Nice to see you here.
Yeah.
This is, by the way, we're having fun with this. We're still kind of learning. We're getting the production part down. And Scott said he's going to spend a little bit more time on, trying to come up with something to talk about. Although I think that Scott, you could talk about anything for the longest time, but I think, that's the tough part about running a format is that
I'm trying to make sure that you get to talk as well. But then when I throw it to you today, for some reason, I think I'm throwing you off. If I'm like, hey, Danny, what do you think? And you're like,
yeah,
you're like, what's her name on the Brady Bunch when she sees the red light go on?
Boomer. No, I think that right at this point, because it's still early, I'm only getting like 5.5 hours of sleep at night for some reason.
Oh, dude, that's sad.
so I need
Jay
to,
Boston's in the house.
Jay Boston, what's happening, man? We need a whiskey cam. Walker says. Walker, thanks for commenting. By the way, after this, leave a comment. We'll read it tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream it's a Friday stream. And Scotty D said he's going to be here for it because he thought Gina was going to be on. And so he was like, I'm going to be on that one. And so he committed to it. And then Gina pulled out. And then Scott can't pull out now.
Gina.
That sounded bad.
Don't say that. Steve McLaughlin says that he feels Australians never get a good conspiracy. What about the dingo that ate the baby?
Oh,
is that a conspiracy or did that really happen? Do people really believe it happened or what did they do?
Yeah, I think that there's actually an interesting story with that because the lady that said that she got put in jail and then she came out of jail because they said that there was evidence to prove that she wasn't, like, they thought that she killed the baby. Yeah.
It's not a valid form of conception. It's not a valid form of preventing conception. Yeah. Only conspiracy with Australia is we don't.
Oh yeah, that's true. They don't exist.
Just paid actors.
That's a
what?
Huge have you not heard that?
Is that real?
We'll get into that. Another day. Maybe we could get into that tomorrow.
Save these.
Let's
this
get into
is good.
that. You want to get into that tomorrow with me? Because I'll get the information.
I mean, you're gonna have to tell me. Contraception. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I thought he meant.
Oh, typing is hard
today.
That's what she said.
Dingoes always ate babies.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we can do that. I'll get the information for that. Maybe we can have
do the dingo and the paid actors. Because I don't know any of this stuff. This is all new to me. So I'll be sitting. You'll be able to play that little thing again.
Yeah, I'll try to get some people into it. So That was quite
Okay.
the video, the typo. Yeah, contraception.
It was quite a typo.
All right, well.
Tim says there are some good Australian conspiracies.
Maybe we need to get an Australian to tell us some of these.
I know. If only we had somebody like Mark or Creaky available.
Creaky would know. I don't think Mark knows anything about Australia, to be honest. The more that I know about Mark.
Yes, he does.
You're like, what music is there in Australia? He's like, Rolling Stones. It's like,
He's not like, he doesn't like keep up with
By the way, we love you,
popular
Mark.
culture.
So
I know.
just so you know, no
I
hard
really
feelings.
love Mark. Like I'm so in love with you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's just not into like super duper pop culture, but he knows stuff.
Yeah.
Why am I sitting here defending Mark? Nothing's happening. I'll tell you one thing Mark doesn't know anything about is D-Live. Can tell you that.
Oh,
he doesn't know anything about D-Live.
He's from Tasmania. Tasmania doesn't count, Stephen McLaughlin says in the chat. So, yeah, Tasmania is its own
Creaky
thing.
has so many Tasmania jokes, by the way. He just slips them in. You don't even know that you're getting a joke told to you the way Creaky does it. He slips them in so perfectly. You actually stop for a second. You have to think about what he just said, and then it makes you laugh. Very intelligent.
Crocodile
comedy.
Dundee was really Barney in a suit. Oh, see, all these Australian conspiracies are coming out now.
Who is Donk? Slept with Crocodile
Donk
Dundee.
slept with... Who is Donk?
I don't know who Donk is, Video Call-In Show. I wish we just knew your name, and so I stopped calling you Video Call-In Show. That's your channel, so that's good.
His name's Gary.
Scott Stab.
Actually, I don't know.
Hello.
I actually don't know his name, but I feel like he looked like a Gary.
What?
You know
you
what
think
people
his
look
name
like?
is Gary? Is that his name?
You know when people look like different names, like what would I look like?
His name is Jim.
Jim. That's right. I knew it was Jim. I knew it was something with a J. Like
I'm not even.
Jerry.
My name is not really who I am. By the way, did you know that?
No. What is it?
I'm not. Scott is not my first name.
I don't even know who you are.
My real name's David.
David.
I don't go by. Yeah, I don't go by David.
Oh no.
Is your mind blown?
I don't have one of those for me. I don't feel like spending a lot of time making stuff for me.
Okay, let's wrap this show up here.
Let's wrap the show up. Yeah, we got 2 minutes.
Let's go out on a good note.
2 minutes.
I
Let's
do
go out on a
like
good
the
note.
fact that crap my dad makes me watch says, "Oh no, Jim, you are now Gary," and then Jim says, "Gary, it is."
He just officially changes his name.
A lot of good comments today. We got a lot of good stuff going on. Do I go by Dave? No, Steve, I do not go by Dave.
Yeah, at the end of the show, I think
Calling
that's when
yourself
we jump into the chat at the end of the show. But yeah, I think tomorrow I'll get my stuff together for the Australia's Not Real, because I can't believe you don't know that one. That's an interesting.
I don't
one.
know any of that stuff.
Well,
No.
I'll get some information.
I mean,
ready
you
for
live
that.
there. How can Australia not be real? You live there.
Do I? Have you seen me live here?
I don't know.
Let's save that for tomorrow. Yeah. So, thanks for watching, everybody. We're still new to this thing. This thing called the Not So Morning Show, and we appreciate you being here at the beginning and helping us grow and helping us learn. And you know,
You've taught us so much, guys. Thank you.
yeah, you've taught us so much by being there and letting us know. Is it snowing in Detroit right now? It's November.
It did snow, like just little flurries today, just a little bit. It was so cold last night. Oh my gosh, dude! It's only, what is it? November 6th here today, so it's 7th there. Snow already. What is
Sorry,
happening?
I didn't realize we were get to the weather.
Your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather
Not
Channel.
So Weather Channel. Okay, sorry.
It's 43 degrees right now.
We have fun. 30 seconds left. I'm tired. I always try to take a nap, but I get so buzzed after the show. I'm like, yeah, that was a great show. Except yesterday's. Yesterday was so boring that I'm kidding.
Shut up.
Oh,
boring.
Oh, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for next week too. Next week, Gina.
The
yeah,
Outback
Mark,
Steakhouse near me is not in Australia, according to Jim, better known as Gary. Fun time. I'll try and check back. Give you a sub. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Crap my dad
And
makes
we'll
me
see
watch.
you later. 3, 2, 1. See you guys later. Show is out. It sounded like you just swore. Yo!
Bye!
Subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff that you love to do so much.
Oh, I got a crap.